My dear Melania, you're so ahead of your time. This is a small country. You're the most gorgeous thing they've ever seen. You need to get out. Do more.
The tale that's haunting all of our dreams. So much that we may never sleep soundly again.
Hello? Step into the light.
Critics have called it overrated, sad, alternative facts.
What happens when the last tweet drops?
Don't touch that! Seriously!
Experience the story as old as time.
Did you really read all of these?
No! Don't be ridiculous! Too many pages, too many facts! Prefer my own facts. I am the best at facts.
I never wanted this. Please, please, Agent Lumiere.
It's for your own protection, Mademoiselle First Lady. It's his rules now.
But how did he get so orange?
People love me bigly. Huge crowd of supporters. Unprecedented. So many snowflakes.
But how do we break the decon spell?
The unspell can only be broken if we take away his phone.
Mine! Move! Charge! Now!
I can't stop him. I'm sorry. I can't.
Puppet Nation? Nothing funny, overrated, fake news.
Beauty and the Tweets.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Kamukhelo.
Salumkela.
Sonzela.
Wamkelekile.
To the 178th state of the Puppet Nation.
Let's get it on. This week, Zilla's got to go. Maybe. What are we gonna do?
Pravin Gordhan is on his way out. Maybe.
Just practice that yoga breathing I taught you.
And Britain is leaving Europe. Kinda.
Yes and no.
All this and more. But first, this. The country is in mourning following the death of anti-apartheid hero Ahmed Kathrada, or Uncle Kathy, as he's known to many.
There are very few people who are so highly thought of. We love you, Uncle Kathy.
Oh, poor Kathy. Such a great man.
Yes, you must have spent a lot of time together.
Oh, yes. We were so often together, resisting arrest, fighting apartheid, telling knock-knock jokes.
Knock-knock jokes?
Oh, yes. You can't fight apartheid or bigotry without a sense of humor.
You definitely have one of those.
We owe so much to Ahmed Kathrada. He has given this country so much. His whole life, really. We owe him... Oh, dear.
What's wrong, Ach?
I think I owe him some brandelas from the last time we had coffee. I might have to settle that debt in heaven.
Meanwhile, in Mosul, civilian deaths have reached an all-time high under Trump.
200 civilian deaths thanks to US airstrikes are being investigated.
Listen, lying media, I did not order airstrikes. Mosul isn't my thing, it's lying Hillary's thing.
You didn't order airstrikes in the same way you don't play golf?
That's right, I never play golf, never. I pay my golf courses a visit, that's all. Let me tell you, what happened in Mosul is simple. Really, really simple.
Yes?
One of those army guys asked me what he should do about fighting in Mosul, and I said strike. That's all I said. I swear, strike! Picket! Stop doing what that sad, sick hombre Obama said. Stop doing what he wanted.
You told them to strike?
And then those idiots launched airstrikes. That was really, really stupid, I tell you. Now watch me blast myself out of this bunker.
Oh, please, Lord.
Shit!
Did he do it yet?
Damn!
Idiot. President Zuma flexed his muscles this week, ordering that Pravin Gordhan return to South Africa immediately.
The finance minister was headed to the UK to woo investors.
That's a lot like being called to the principal's office.
I'm going to miss defending the economy from inevitable destruction.
You were really good at it.
You delay that junk status like a pro. Because you are a pro.
Now, Justice, don't cry. Just practice that yoga breathing I taught you.
One,
That's my boy.
2.
Realistically, how long do you give our economy now?
Oh, there's life in the old boy yet. You'll have ages still.
Well, that's a relief. Calm down, Justice.
Sorry.
Probably get a few months.
The DA will meet this weekend to discuss the future of Helen Ziller, and it doesn't look good for the Western Cape Premier.
The decision came after Helen Ziller tweeted remarks suggesting people shouldn't only focus on the negative impacts of colonialism, citing infrastructure as one of its redeeming characteristics.
DA leader Musi Maimane referred Ziller to the Federal Legal Commission, a move which some have said has shown that he could lead the party with strength. This might be a low for Ziller, but it could be a high for Maimane and his team.
This is usually the part where you say something?
Huh? Oh, yes. This is a very good thing.
Yes, a step in the right direction.
Okay. And what's the atmosphere like in the DA camp? Things must be pretty tense?
No, not at all. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Yes, everything's fine.
Are you guys all right?
No, okay? We're not all right. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. I just recommended her to the legal commission as a publicity stunt. What are we gonna do? Mama Zilla, don't leave us.
Musi, no. Get your shit together. We talked about this. Not in front of the media.
Cool. Okay. I'm fine now.
Sorry. He's been like this all week. Mind if we change the subject?
Sure. I recently got a babysitter and...
Did you say racist Twitter?
No, I said babysitter.
Helen used to love saying racist things on Twitter.
I give up. I think they're on drugs.
Helen, I love her racism.
Are you tired of neoliberals oppressing you, but you just don't have the energy to stay angry at the oppressive regimes and constant systemic racism? Do you want fists to fall, but only have enough upper body strength to throw one brick at those oppressive police pawns? Do you put the revolting into revolt? Are you looking for the extra edge? Are you cross but not fit? You need to get very cross. Fit. Very CrossFit. Unlike ESCOM, you are your own renewable energy. Adjust that belt is a new kind of load shedding. Yes, before every protest, stretch like when the government stretches the truth. Oh, that's not enough. Think of the cost of university fees. Come on. Yes, move the political oppressive police tape. Move it. Too loud, huh? Too loud. Do you know how loud those neoliberal cell grenades are? This loud! No, man! You must be cross, not scared! You can't be scared, Sid! Amanda!
I can't believe we have a new Miss South Africa this week.
Time flies, doesn't it?
No. I mean, I can't believe Miss South Africa is still a thing.
You're not one of those people who hates on beauty pageants, are you? It's harmless fun.
No, I'm not one of those people.
Ah, good.
I am all of those people. I am Spartacus!
That's not quite how that works.
You know, sexism turns me into a warrior, Justice. Don't argue with me.
Shutting up.
good.
2 weeks after the Maluti Apofong municipality was chastised by the public protector for failing to deliver basic services, the region's officials have found themselves at the center of public scrutiny.
Last Saturday, the local council hosted a welcome home concert for former SABC COO Hlaudi Motsoeneng.
Despite the criticism the concert has drawn, however, Hlaudi, unsurprisingly, loved it.
Bravo! Bravo, Hlaudi! Encore! Even Jesus has not had a comeback concert planned in his name.
We have to admit, we're impressed by the lineup. Rebecca Malope, Dr. Malinga, Jub Jub, some of them even performing for free.
Bread tastes nice, but what is it without the bread maker? Hlaudi has added this to the careers of countless artists and made them rise.
You have to admit the poster was a bit tacky. You and the mayor posing in front of a green field and a mountain.
That poster was a work of art. The leader of the people and the hero of the people in one picture.
You mean you and the mayor?
No, I mean Hlaudi and Hlaudi. That mayor has done well, but where is his concert? Hlaudi does not see it.
This municipality has just been reprimanded by the public protector for severe service delivery issues. Surely their efforts could have been spent elsewhere.
What could be a more basic service than connecting Hlaudi with his people? The people need Hlaudi like a baby needs milk, like fish needs water, like a flamingo needs pink feathers, like Oros needs oranges, like a desk.
Do we need to end this for him?
Like a pencil
Like
needs
who
lead,
needs the
like a
SABC?
guitar needs another guitar, like water.
Oh, by the way, bad news, Deborah.
Yes.
Rian isn't joining us today.
What? But I need my Rian.
Just kidding. April Fool.
You're not funny. At all. Ever.
Deborah, Justice, how horrible to see you both on this terrible day. I hate this job and I quit.
Hi, Rian. And how are you today? I'm afraid Justice already did the April Fool's joke.
Happy April Fool's Day. Of course, it's wonderful to see your lovely faces again, but did I get you? Huh? Did I get you?
Not me.
I did it better.
Actually, Rian, I'm a bit surprised that you would even try to make an April Fool's joke. It's really not your style at all.
Not usually, Deborah, but lately I've been thinking that maybe it's good to remember that we used to have just one day of the year set aside for fake news.
I see your point.
And, Deborah, I like to remind myself of the valuable lesson I learned when I was fooled.
Oh, wait, you were fooled?
Was it also a mean prank?
Not mean, Justice, but it made me look silly. And it was on camera.
Ooh, show us.
Is that where you're taking us today?
Yes, Deborah. It was 60 years ago when the British Broadcasting Corporation aired a documentary which showed a family harvesting spaghetti from their so-called spaghetti tree. A number of viewers contacted the BBC asking where they could buy their own spaghetti trees. Decades later, CNN called it the biggest hoax that any reputable news establishment ever pulled. And at the time, I recorded the following interview. Let me take you back. Good evening, goeienaand. Last night, the BBC Current Affairs programme broadcast a fascinating documentary about spaghetti farming in southern Switzerland. It's reported that because of this year's early spring, the spaghetti crops have been especially bountiful. Joining us now is Maria Rossi, one of the many spaghetti harvesters in the area. Miss Rossi, thank you for joining us.
Ciao, Rian. It is a pleasure.
My goodness, I've never seen a spaghetti tree before. Quite fascinating.
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
Is the spaghetti on that tree now ready for harvest?
See, for sure. You can see it's ripe because it's 25 centimeters long, you see? Exactly the right length for the spaghetti box.
Shoo, magistraat. That's convenient.
See, one of nature's little gifts.
Is the freshly harvested spaghetti ready to eat, or does it have to be treated first?
Mamma mia, no, it's good to eat now. It grows al dente, see?
Phew, it looks delicious, but don't you have to wash it first?
No, we don't use pesticide. The spaghetti trees have no natural enemies, you see? Oh, unless you count the Italian poachers. Damn those Italian poachers, those bastardos.
Aye, that's terrible.
But we get revenge. All night we sneak across the border and steal from their meatball trees.
Meatball trees?
Si, goes very well with spaghetti.
Oh.
April Fool! Macho stronza! April Fool! Madre mia! Give me a break.
Huh. Spaghetti trees. I so wanted to believe.
What's wrong, honey?
I don't know.
I think I know what the problem is. Are you wearing a tampon?
No, but, Mum, I'm not on my period right now.
So? Haven't you seen the ads? Wearing a tampon gives you energy. It gives you confidence.
Now, quickly, tell me your phone number. It's very important.
Oh, okay. Sure.
When you wear a tampon, you always look good in white. Most of all, remember, wearing a tampon makes you irresistible to men.
Oh, you look amazing.
It's just my tampon. Thanks, Mom. Tampons, they're f***ing awesome.
Shag, marry, kill. Donald Trump, Barack Obama, George W. Bush.
What? Wait, that's not fair.
Why isn't it fair?
Because I have to choose between shagging Obama and marrying him. Why can't I have both?
Rules are rules, Justice.
You're unbelievable.
Yep, I know.
Okay, I'll obviously kill Trump.
Yes, obviously.
And then I'll marry Obama, which means I'm shagging Tabia, I guess.
You sicken me.
Have you seen his naked self-portrait in the bath? It's actually quite...
Okay. Let's cross to Scott right now for some US news.
Hello, I'm Scott Pelley, and I'm happy to say I'm allowed to do the news again. I'm less happy to say it's still a lot about Trump. Great news for the tired, poor, huddled masses this week, with the Republicans having to pull their health care bill, leave Obamacare intact, and look like a giant bunch of douche nozzles. Look, news guy, my bill was really, really great. It was the best. People keep telling me I'm the best at healthcare. But you pulled it in order to avoid the utter and complete embarrassment of putting it to the vote and watching your party vote against you. That's because somebody, I'm not going to name names, sounds a bit like Saul Schmeyen, is a bad, sick man. House Speaker Paul Ryan is admittedly looking horrifically bad in all this, but it was still your bill. Who said Paul Ryan? I never said Paul Ryan. That's fake news. Sorry, Saul Schmeyen. This man who I am told has really small hands, not huge at all, he destroyed my bill. Wait, weren't you just in your office? And now I'm at my winter office. Isn't it great? I can travel between them as much as I want. Every day if I want to. I'm the best at going to Mar-a-Lago. Where was I? You were blaming Saul Schmeyen for your health care bill disaster. Right, and let me tell you, there's also the Republicans. You are the Republicans. The Republicans messed this up. They messed it up for everybody. They made it really, really not great. I don't know why you're not hearing me. You are a Republican. But of course, the real problem here is Obama. People tell me I'm the best at telling the truth about Obama. How did Obama mess up your health care bill? Obama tapped my phones. He tapped your phone, too. He tapped everyone's phones. And then he rigged this bill vote against me. He should be locked up for this with Hillary behind a really, really big wall. Huge. The Clintons and the Obamas are going to pay for it. Believe me, it's going to be bigly. And in other news this week, Donald Trump drove a truck. No, that shouldn't be news, and it wouldn't be if our president didn't have the emotional age of a toddler. Trucks are so great, Scott. I don't think you've ever called me Scott before. Well, Scott, trucks just make me love life a little bit more. I feel really, really great in trucks, and they make me want to be a better person. Please stop calling me Scott. I don't want anybody to think we're friends. Right. I am your friend, Scott. I'm the best at being friends, people tell me. I'm going to be friends with you and with the Muslims and with the Mexicans and Russians. I love Russians most of all. Wait, what's happened? Does being in a truck make you an almost decent human being? I'm sorry for the things I said about women. I want to apologize, and I'm really, really good at apologizing. I'm the best at being sorry. Is there any way we could convert the Oval Office into a giant truck? I'm sure you'd still be the worst president ever, but at least you might not actually kill anyone, start a world war, or bring about the end times. I'm going to see if I can't speak to anyone about this truck idea. Meanwhile, it's back to Deborah and Justice in the studio.
Theresa May made history this week by triggering Article 50, which is the schmancy way of saying she began to Brexit.
She maintains that is the way forward to a brave new future.
And she's doing it by means of 500-year-old laws.
Prime Minister, welcome to Puppet Nation.
Thank you, South Africa. It's most kind of you to have me.
You've caused a fair bit of controversy this week by invoking the Henry VIII law.
Well, I'm glad you've asked that question.
I didn't actually ask a question.
Is there concern that I might abuse these powers? Yes. Is there concern that I could now basically change any law in whichever way I want with absolutely nobody able to stop me? Yes.
But?
Pardon?
I thought you were heading up to a but.
Oh, dear me, no. Their concerns are completely valid. I could do those things.
You could, but you won't.
Yes and no.
It can't be both. Either you will or you won't.
Oh, Deborah, that's what people thought when we had the referendum on Brexit. Yes or no? Dear me.
So there you have it, folks. Obamacare lives, and so do most of the people on it.
This has been the 178th state of the Puppet Nation. Goodbye.
Bye. Deborah.
Yes?
Henry VIII that Theresa May was talking about, he's the one who changed the law so that he could start a brand new church in England and stop listening to the church that was in charge of all of Europe, right?
I see what you mean. It's a striking comparison.
Oh, I didn't mean anything really. I was just checking I had the right King Henry. There are hundreds of them.
9, actually.
Nobody likes a know-it-all, Deborah.
Oh, well, here you have it.